Although if you look out, it looks a little bit dull and lifeless, but actually if you go under the water, it's like the marine Serengeti. You'll see everything from stingrays to the beautiful ungulate ray to your spider crabs to your seagrass, and the more you look, the more you see. So angel sharks are really unique. They're not like many sharks people would think about. They're flattened. So when you look down on them, they look like an angel, just like a snow angel. One of the reasons why they're so flattened though is actually because they bury in the sand. They're ambush predators waiting for the small fish to swim over their head. The angel shark is actually critically endangered. Research done by Inland Fisheries Ireland has shown almost a 95% decline. One of the reasons why angel sharks are in so much trouble is because they lie in wait on the seabed. It means they're far more at risk from coming in contact with fisheries. So we started up a project here called Angel Shark Project Island because the southwest is known as one of the most northerly refuges for the angel shark across its range. What we're really hoping to do is work with local communities and local stakeholders to have community-led conservation. So we're working with the local oyster society, with the local anglers and the local community because we all want to see our local biodiversity supported.
I've been fishing for around 38, nearly 40 years at this stage.
I began work in Tralee on the oyster beds there in 1984, so some considerable time.
I've grown up here all my life and I have seen many changes in the Phoenix Harbour here, this port, from being very busy with ships and fishing boats to now being of a port of a smaller scale, and it's an indication, yes, of how our oceans are changing, both for the ocean and the fishermen.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last couple of decades the fishing has declined massively. I haven't caught an angel shark in about 15 years. The last time I seen one actually caught by an angler was about 10 years ago.
Tralee Bay gained its significance through the angel sharks and rays. You know, we're blessed to have a nursery here in which they grow and develop.
Well, obviously we want them in the bay. Tralee Bay was so famous for them over the last 100 years or so. The fact that they're nearly gone now, it's absolutely terrifying, and I think it's a shame not only for the bay but for us for letting them disappear.
We would like to see increased stocks of all the species, improved water quality, and the various other benefits that come from the oyster reef and the various conservation measures that we're introducing.
Yeah, a healthier future for all, and for the next generation to know, not to be looking at a photograph and looking at an angel shark, but to know what one actually looks like.
So in recent years, the Marine Institute, I've been lucky enough to be involved with them. We've started a tagging program. So we're tagging the rays we have in the bay. We have satellite tags if we're lucky enough to catch an angel shark, to try and see what migration routes they're taking. So we might be able to try and protect those areas. The biggest problem is trying to catch the angel shark to get a tag into it. So that just goes to show how rare they are at the moment. So it's kind of hard work, but it's great to see someone trying to do something.
We have a fishery in the Outer Bay, and that is the area where you have the undulated ray and the angel shark as well as the seagrass. And in that area there is a portion of the Outer Bay oyster bed as well. So from a conservation point of view, we have looked at closing off over 4,000 hectares of ground, create more biodiversity and enhance the biodiversity that is there. We also have a bycatch program in place where if there are any egg cases landed by the boats, they are put into water tanks and transferred to the marine protected area.
You know, it's that collaborative, multifaceted approach. If that was, you know, used and incorporated for the oceans, we do really well. If we don't have our oceans, really we don't have much.
The community here have been so fundamental to seeing the changes, and it's amazing to see that everybody really does want the same thing. We all want to see these species come back again. We want to see them for the future generations. And one of the best things, of course, is that with community-led conservation has been shown time and time again to be really, really effective. The future is much brighter. So if people want to get involved with the Irish Land Bank Group and the Angel Shark Project, then we would really love to hear of any records you might have of angel shark encounters, either recent or in the past. We'd really love to hear from you. And another thing that people can do just at their local beach all around the coast of Ireland is to have a look for egg cases. So if you do find any egg cases, it would be great if you could record them to Purse Search Island, or the Shark Trust, for instance, have an app. It would be great for all of those records to come in so we can find other areas that are really important for these species.